Hi everybody, what's up? It's the Rewatch Club and I am your girl Kitty back, and we are about to deep dive headfirst into the fourth installment of the Power universe. Yes, Power Origins is finally on the way. They just dropped a mini trailer a few days ago, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna catch you up on all the casting. I'm gonna break down who's playing who and who is still a mystery. And the one question that's got the whole fan base spiraling. So stay right here. All right, Rewatch Club, pull up a chair. It is getting closer to that time. I know we got excited seeing that mini trailer, I think it was. I don't know what they're calling it, but it got me excited. Seeing the young Tommy and Ghost and a little bit of their chemistry, it kind of got everybody ready for what's to come for Power Origins. How do we get to Power Origins and what is it exactly? Starz is taking us back to the early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, just to show us how James and Tommy's Egan were and how they became Ghost and Tommy. It's going to be an 18 episode first season. So that's the reason it's taking so long, because they've been filming for quite a while. So we're talking the origin of the Empire before the suits, before the nightclubs, before all the betrayal that we know and love. Now let's talk casting, because it's getting a little interesting. Okay, we have Spence Moore. We already heard about that, and he's playing Ghost, of course. And you might know him from All American and Creed 3. Okay, we've been knowing about him for about a year now. Charlie Mann is stepping into the Tommy Egan role. As we've seen in the mini clip the other day, they had some really good chemistry going on, and I'm excited about seeing that. We know Charlie Mann from his work in The Watchers. Of course, we know Mekhi Phifer from playing Kanan on Raising Kanan, and he's going to be a part of the origin story as well. Of course, without him, we don't get Tommy and Ghost, as we knew from Power OG, right? Okay, so of course, we got Breeze. He was introduced to us last season in Raising Kanan. And Zuri Reed, that was announced earlier this year that she is set to play Tasha St. Patrick, giving us a younger version of Naturi Naughton's iconic character. And the official cast announcements also include Jennifer Farron as Kate Egan. And this is one of the castings that I looked at and I started sitting up a little straight, like, wait a minute, this lady can really pass as Kate Egan. I love it. Then we move on to some castings that of characters that we didn't really hear too much about in Power OG. We have, let's see, Everett Osborne as Omay. I'm not sure if I heard that name in the original Power. There's also playing Armani Gabriel playing Jay Boogs. There's Lenny Platt as Lenny Seidel. There's a character by the name of Jill Wexler. And then some other characters that are filling out the cast. Now, one name that I did see pop up was Hill Harper. Now, I'm not sure if we got the character that he's playing. I'll have to go down the rabbit hole on that one again. But Starz has not announced who's playing Curtis St. Patrick, Ghost's dad, yet. And I want to know why that is. That is the number one question in the fandom universe right now. And just think about it. In every other part of the Power universe, we've met the parents. We've met Tasha's mom. We've met Kate Egan. We've met Tommy's long lost dad that he ended up killing later on. Okay. We've even known who Kanan's mom is. And of course, Rock. And we got the whole backstory on that. Remember Dre? We even got Dre's story and his mother, right? So when will we get the backstory of the parents of the main character? Who will be playing Curtis St. Patrick? Right now, it's just radio silence. And that ties directly to Uncle Gabe. We loved Uncle Gabe. Remember season 6 of Power OG and the nightclub and all this backstory surrounding that? In the original Power, the story is supposed to go that, Curtis St. Patrick and Uncle Gabe, they had this nightclub, and it did really well. And somehow when Ghost's father was killed, the nightclub went downhill or something to that matter. And Uncle Gabe ended up losing the club later on. The story is a little fuzzy, but we want that story told. And I know a lot of us remember the opening of the nightclub, Truth Nightclub, and Ghost standing in the street after the first successful night of the nightclub. And he says, his dad will be proud of him. I'm just paraphrasing what he said. So that right there makes me remember how that tied into him having a dream of having a nightclub. So we have to get that backstory of Curtis St. Patrick, Uncle Gabe, Ghost being inspired by his father. I'm hoping and praying that the writers do not drop the ball on that. Okay. So one of the other questions is, for me, will this lead into the curiosity that we have? Are we going to get Ghost's childhood backstory? Or are we going to see him with his dad before the loss? Or are they going to jump straight into the tragedy and start the story after his father is gone? The original Power opened on that moment of the loss. Remember him standing in the street, like I just said? But the prequel has a chance to show us what came before. Will they do that? Will Power Origins go there, or will they keep the mystery intact? And now the cliffhanger. I know you all are talking about who's playing Curtis St. Patrick. But here's the wild part. I went down the rabbit hole and I realized when I pulled up Omari Hardwick's IMDb page, it currently lists him as a part of the Origins cast, right? When you go to his personal IMDb page, it shows that he's a part of the cast as himself. So what does that mean? What are they hiding? Is he narrating the series like a full circle moment as Ghost? Or are they about to blow our minds and have Omari play his own father? Imagine that. That would be such an interesting turn of events. It would be so iconic. It would blow the Power universe in shambles, okay? Another way to insert Omari Hardwick into the Power universe. It would be a brilliant idea. So, Rewatch Club. That's where we stand. Confirmed casting for Ghost, Tommy, Kanan, and Tasha, stacked supporting cast, and a mountain of unanswered questions about Ghost's dad, Uncle Gabe, and whether we'll see Omari Hardwick return in a whole new way. I want to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. This has been so much fun hanging out with you guys, catching you up on what's next for the Power universe. I am your host, Kitty, and this is the Rewatch Club.